do da da dee da do da 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 dee 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 do do dee da 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 da. Yes, hello there, it's Nick here. We're on the ZX Spectrum 48K. I'm not drunk, well I may be. This game is called the MAGIC Roundabout, published by CRL Group in 1984, based on the TV show which first came out in France under a different title by Serge Dano. But anyway, it was on kids TV in the BBC from 1965 to 1977. The theme music isn't here, but you control Dougal, that big yellow profiterole sort of like thing. Now we must pick up sugar cubes, represented by these things here, and move them to build a house out of the sugar. Now, there's one. Now you see my sugar is my energy on the right hand side, the bottom gradually going down. If I press fire button, apparently I can replete that energy. As soon as you've built a house, then you have to build another one. It goes on and on forever. Yes, I know, it's super exciting, isn't it? But we'll see how we get on. It's not about expert gameplay, it's about seeing how you'd have found the game on your first or second go. Now, it seems like you can only pick up these sugar cubes from one side. In the middle of the map apparently is the magic roundabout, but get the sugar cubes to that mushroom thing. Your progress is on the bottom left there. See that house drawing? I've got 2 cubes. Now I've got 3 cubes. You get the idea? If I don't do very well, I have got a cheat for infinite lives if you can take the excitement. Now, eventually, there's been characters from the kids' TV show. This doesn't look much like Dougal, to be fair. Anyway, there'll be characters from the kids' TV show walking around that we have to try and avoid, including Brian the Snail, Ermintrude the cow, Dylan the rabbit, based on Bob Dylan. Oh, I don't know who that was. And Florence is a human girl, and there's Mr. Dusty. That's probably was Time for Bed. I'm dead. Am I good? Right. Mr. Rusty, who owns the Magic Roundabout itself. So I remember this show as a kid. I was born in 1974. The kids' show ran from 65 to 77. There must have been a few repeats, I guess. It was an odd show. I don't know the people that wrote it were under the influence. Anyway, so let's see if I can build a house. I think I might have put the poke on. I don't know. Right, it might have worked. It certainly inserted it. Here we go, Dougal. Yeah. Well, this game basically rubbish. Let's not get away from it. 1984. It's not quite early 80s. It's coming like to the mid 80s. If you had this one, let me know. I'm not sure if it come out on anything else. I was crying out for the theme music really, but this is by CRL Group, which brought out quite a few basic games there, but quite a few basic games, including Chambers of Horrors, which I liked because of the basicness. Good. Right, we've got 2 Dougals left in the bottom middle, so it would suggest that the poke hasn't worked. Right, picking up sugar cubes here. Now, kids aged about, I don't know, 5 or 6 might get some interest out of this one, I don't know. But remember, which I haven't been doing, when that sugar energy is low, press fire button to eat the sugar rather than make a house out of the sugar. Yes, oh, there's that girl jumping around. It might very well be Florence. Now, although I saw the show back in the day, I can't remember the storyline of any of them whatsoever. There's quite a large map here based of trees. If you run out of sugar cubes, it's game over. Some people might be saying, what happens when you actually complete a house? Well, according to the instructions here, it disappears and you have to make another house. So you're in an endless spiral of utter doom. Yes. Do 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 da da dee. Sing along with me if you want. Do 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 do. There's Zebedee, and that might signal that it's time to die. No, time for bed. It says, not time to die. Now, if you watch this far into the video, it might be a case you like this kind of crazy commentary, which happens particularly on this channel. It's not about expert gameplay. It's about seeing how you'd have found the game on your first or second go. Let's have another go on it, and the poke should work this time, I hope. Big thank you to the subscribers. If you've subscribed, then huge thank you, as I just said. See, I even repeat myself. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It helps the channel grow. So we're trying to build another house again. Let's go with a bit of speed. You should be able to do it this time, because we've got that poke for infinite lives. Might even eat a bit of sugar. Now, why would a dog in the middle of the woods build a house out of sugar anyway? It seems like a duff idea, even when it starts raining. The background is blue. That's better than a green background for grass, because then it would have been a bit colour clashy. Can't seem to move that cube next to the tree. So this is all the gameplay really. You're not going to see much more than this. I'm not quite sure how many sugar cubes make up a whole tree. If you're liking your ZX Spectrum games and want to see something better than this one, is there anything better than this one? Well, there might be a few. They're in the ZX Spectrum playlist. To get there, you click on my username, which will take you to the channel page, and then click on the playlist tab, unless YouTube has sneakily changed it, and you'll see ZX Spectrum there, along with a few other systems too. So we've got almost a roof on here. So just to confirm then, Zebedee turns up at the end if you die. He's a jack in the box, of course he is. Brian is a slough. Ermintrude the cow, of course, Dylan and Florence and Mr. Rusty or Dusty. I think it's Mr. Rusty. I don't remember him from the original show. I'll have to try and see a few episodes because they're bound to be on YouTube somewhere. So it's a very, very early in my childhood, this particular show. Right, hang on a minute. I think I had or my sister might have had a toy Dougaled. I seem to remember that. You can get the merchandise. Was it turned into a movie? It might have been rebooted. I seem to remember something with Nigel Planer, who played Neil from the Young Ones, the hippie, in there. So, you know, it might well have happened. Right. Beep beep. The sound is all that you're getting. I don't know if we get a fanfare of music if you complete one house. As you see at the bottom, it says House 0 Episode 1. So presumably once you've completed a number of houses, it'll get to episode 2. But the map's not going to change a great deal. Looks like it's like random where you have to build the house. There's Mr. Rusty again, and I would have died there. Here he comes. Oh, someone else is coming down there. If they bump into you, you lose a life automatically, normally. Very basic, this game. As I say, it's for young kids only. But I think it might cost about £5 or £6, which seems like a terrible little deal. I wouldn't have played it a great deal back in the day. It's interesting to have got maybe on a cover tape, but it wasn't a cover tape game. It was a full release. So, you know, the gameplay is limited, the animation is limited, the idea is a bit iffy, and overall it's a bit poor. But anyway, for some reason, looking back from a nostalgia point of view, I'm finding it a little bit amusing. How's the house doing? Well, we still need to fill up the whole thing. We need to fill up the middle of the house as well to get it fully built. So I think that we need about, I don't know, about 6 more cubes. Bib bib. Now, I would have loved a Willow the Wisp game. You might not know Willow the Wisp. I would have loved a Rent-A-Ghost game. I'm talking about shows from my childhood now. Either on BBC or ITV they would have been. There was a Trapdoor game which was pretty good by Piranha Software. Right, Biddy. There's not a Johnny Briggs game. There is a Grange Hill that one though, Roland. But yeah, that's not particularly. It's not particularly good either. But anyway, Biddy. You can't beat a bit of 8-bit retro history. You couldn't get away with these type of games now. You couldn't even get away with this as an app on your phone, I don't think. But like you, I just want to see what happens when this house gets built. That's the only thing. It says Dougal on the front. I don't think Bob Dylan knew anything about this game or the Magic Roundabout in general. Serge Dano from France. What was it? One of you lot know. What was the name of the show? There's Ermitude up there. What was the name of the show in France? Put that in the comment section below for extra bonus points there. Good. If I've missed out any other characters, let me know about them as well. Come on, we can get there. Right, so there's a bit of a boundary. There's a picket fence going around, so we can't go further than that. So essentially, control Dougal the dog. Use all the sugar cubes to either replenish your energy or build a house. Keep doing it over and over again until there's no sugar cubes left or you've run out of lives if you're not poking it, not cheating it like me. Who's that person? Don't know. Maybe I'm getting everyone mixed up now. Now I'm stuck in a death spiral and can't get away from this nincompoop. Oh man. Yeah, this game might have been a bit frustrating as a kid, I suppose. I think there was a few hundred episodes of this show before it got decommissioned. Right. Battle of the Planets, that was a cartoon that got turned into a game. Didn't make too much sense, the show or the game. Put your favourite one below if you can think of it. Inspector Gadget. I think there's a few of those games on the Game Boy Advance, but it didn't really. To my knowledge, I don't think there was any ZX Spectrum ones. Right. See, look, we're filling in the. Oh, I've died again. Right, we're filling in the middle of the house here. You see, I've got a white cube there in the graphic on the bottom left. So, oh man, this is a bit. This is very laborious. This, isn't it? Oh God. Trees are. I think every tree is identical. They've been plonked there. Colour clash as we go near there. Feels like we're in a river, maybe on a strange raft, but we're not. We're in the woods. Does sugar just turn up in the woods in cubes? Who thought of this idea? It's pretty much on par with that EastEnders game. No, it's better than that EastEnders game. Check that out if you haven't already. But yes, not great deals going on here. It's not going to expand the kid's mind or teach him anything about anything. CRL Group and their basic games. I would have lost too many lives by now anyway. Who's that? I think that was... No, I don't know who that is. I think there must be other characters that I haven't mentioned that are also in there too. I haven't seen Brian the Snail yet. Give a shout out if you see him. If you are Brian the Snail, then comment below. Need another 6 cola cubes. Now, probably at the moment, there's no one watching this far in the video. So it's just you and me here. It's just us two. So let's just doogle around. Put your favourite Dougal fact in the comment section below. If you're still with me, then well done you. I secretly think you're brilliant. You always know I'm just talking to you. I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm just talking to you. Oh, I can pick up two cubes at the same time. Didn't know that. Well, that's added a new dimension, isn't it? Oops, need to get round. Well, we've got it there. So 2 at the same time. So what do we need? Another. Oh man, I can't take the excitement. Another 4. I just want it to do some amazing sound effect or anything. Once we've completed the house. But how could this game have been better? Well, scroll a little bit easier, bit more variety in the scenery, so there's a few more things to get there. Maybe a lot less sugar cubes to actually build the house, and maybe each time you do a house, it's a different design house in maybe a slightly different area. But it's just basically, I don't think it would take too long to design this game. Didn't necessarily need it to be the Magic Roundabout, could have been anything. If you want to go exploring, I think the Magic Roundabout is somewhere on the map, maybe in the middle somewhere. But I don't think it's an outstanding graphic, so don't waste half your life trying to find the thing. Right, okay. I don't think anyone's going to get on their deathbed and say, with their regrets, and say, oh, if only I'd found the Magic Roundabout. I don't think that's going to happen. There is Florence and the Machine. How many more cubes? Is this the last one? It's the last one, right? We're going to have a bit of excitement now, are we? Hold on to your haircuts. Right, now what's going to happen? Whee! Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? That was worth it. Yeah, anything else? We're back to the start again. Why did we bother with that? Anyway, so that's pretty much the Magic Roundabout. It is quite a lackluster game, as I say, aimed at younger kids. They might have got a bit of enjoyment out of it, but it doesn't really hold much longevity. So, hope you like having a look at that one. Good to see from a historic point of view. But that was the Magic Roundabout on the ZxSpectrum 48K, published by CRL Group in 1984. I do hope I'm never playing it again. Please put your comments below about this game, anything similar or anything retro, if you will. Always love reading your comments there. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.